The Fairmount fire broke out shortly after 1:30, tearing through a canyon full of thick brush, damaging homes.
At last check, the fire was 25% contained. Our coverage on the Fairmount fire continues tonight with CBS 8's Richard Allen. Richard, what is the latest out there tonight?
Well, that's right. A lot of residents here very excited that those evacuation orders are finally lifted. Also, power has been restored to the area. And tonight, residents here in Talmadge and other impacted areas are heaving a huge sigh of relief and expressing even more gratitude to the firefighters who managed to bring this fire under control.
Frighten the hell out of you.
The fast-moving blaze broke out at around 1:40 this afternoon in a canyon off Fairmount Avenue and Montezuma Road, quickly spreading to about 40 acres, filling the air with thick smoke and covering the ground with flames.
They were just vicious.
Paul DeRocher, who's lived in Talmadge for 54 years, was one of hundreds of residents who had to evacuate.
I ran and got our safe deposit box and a couple of other things. That we put them in the car and we brought both cars out.
You start thinking, what do you take? And got the cats.
Deborah Asper was also concerned about her neighbor's dog, who was home alone at the time.
I'll tell you, Talmadge has some amazing neighbors, and we all came together, got the dog out.
Firefighters aggressively attacked the fire from the ground and the air, deploying dozens of water and flame retardant drops to bring the fire under control.
It was a little scary for a while, but thank goodness we're all safe.
Thankfully, no injuries were reported and very little damage, with the exception of a pool shed.
We've had minor damages to the back end, some decks, some fences, a couple of broken windows, but for the most part, the actual homes are intact and they're livable and they're fine.
Along with a series of mandatory residential evacuations, Hardy Elementary School was also evacuated. Students later reunited with their parents at Viejas Arena at SDSU. The fire and the ensuing response also caused a traffic nightmare, shutting down major thoroughfares, including Montezuma Road in both directions. By nightfall, with the fire under control, firefighters remain on the scene to monitor for any hot spots that could flare up.
Halloween, this is pretty much a scare for the residents here and as well as our firefighters.
This fire definitely playing an unwelcome trick on anyone hoping to celebrate Halloween here this evening.
They're a little soggy, but they're still good.
Still, these residents say they are intensely grateful they have homes to return to.
The firefighters, like I said, did an exceptional job with fire protection, so I'm glad it was a scare and nothing worse.
And tonight, while most road closures are now reopened, Montezuma Road between Colwood Boulevard and Fairmount Avenue will remain closed through the night. And as we mentioned, firefighters will also remain out here through the night to monitor for any hot spots. They'll also be here through Friday morning. Carlo and Marcella.